on the grader. I was nothing for one of
Okay. We're ready when you are, I believe.
It's 8 o'clock, let's stand and do the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do you know Stephanie was coming out?
They're supposed to be.
Okay. That's all right, we'll get started here.
Okay.
I don't see any public discussion today. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda and minutes dated July 25th to 23? And they are amended to have the right.
No, these are not.
These are not?
No, it'll be next week.
Okay,
Okay. Cause we just caught it.
okay,
Okay.
so,
What was there on the minutes?
Nothing. It's later on in on the agenda.
Oh, okay, on the
Yeah.
11th?
Yeah.
So, okay,
So,
yeah, I'd make motion to approve.
motion by Kyle, second by Josh.
Yep.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Did you have any questions on the claims before we move to have a motion? I didn't see anything. Josh, did you see anything?
Nothing to.
We got a credit card claim.
Morning, Roger.
Morning.
I would entertain a motion to approve the claims. Josh,
no.
Kyle,
Yeah, second.
and Kyle.
Okay.
All those in favor of approving the claims, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Went the wrong way.
Got both of them?
Now we're up to approve the corrections on the July 11th minutes. They were correct in our folder, but they were printed wrong in the paper.
Yes. Yep, the appointments and salary sheets that were in your folder were correct. It's what I give to Tammy. That was, there was two switched around.
There were two that were inverted.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they're on the appointments and salary sheet, correct?
Okay.
Just
what
what
we,
I
what we
presented.
approved,
What we approved was correct. but we
it
have
just
to-
got in the minutes
It's
wrong.
wrong, yes.
Yeah, but we have to approve the changing of the
Change of
minutes.
the minutes.
Yep,
So I would entertain a motion to approve the correction for the July 11th minutes that were
so
published.
moved.
Kyle,
I'll
John?
second.
any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Unanimous. And we are up to, are we getting ahead of you, Melissa?
No, I'm ready. I had text Jackie to see if she could send Tom and Stephanie out, but
Yeah.
she hasn't replied.
Do you want me to call down?
Oh, she said Todd's not here yet.
Todd's probably not here, I don't know if
Well-
Jack is even here.
Jackie is,
Is
she
she?
replied and said
Okay.
Todd wasn't here, so,
Stephanie is the one.
do we need Todd?
No, we'll
No.
see if Stephanie's around. We'll do Roger's a minute here.
Okay,
Roger, come on out.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a coincidence that just last week I said to you how hard it is to get Tahoes.
Yep.
So I've been on the list for Carl's because they have the state bid for vehicles. And they called me last week and they had a department cancel. So I have the opportunity to pick up another one. They'll hold it. They guarantee the price for 30 days. It's the same price that we just got the other three. And obviously when the new bids come out for 2024, I'm sure the price will go up. So I wanna go ahead and get this thing on, coming this way. We probably won't get it set up for a couple months, but we'll, as long as the price is guaranteed and we got one available. What happens is every year they order vehicles for agencies. And then when they come in, an agency might be like, well, we changed our mind or we don't need it. And, so then I got on that list because we need 2 vehicles this year. And they called me last week, the day after I was here telling you guys about how hard it is to get them, that they had cancellation. So that's why I wanted to get on the agenda quick, just to go ahead and make that purchase and get it coming. It's the same price as the other 3. I didn't put this in there and I don't have a copy of the invoice yet because I gotta sign it before they send it to me. $40,757, which is the same price as the previous 3 that we just received a month ago.
Same equipment, same
Yep,
color.
Exact
everything.
same, 2023 Tahoe. Obviously, we gotta set it up, the same way we will the others. The only thing we, don't have is last week, you remember Derek and I were here talking about the new camera systems that we're gonna update. Well, we won't have it for this one yet, but, our new deputy starts tomorrow. We're just working on getting vehicles switched around. We'll have to get a camera system for this one, but it'll be a couple months down the road before we have to worry about it, so.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what it is. It just happened to be that somebody had a cancellation and I was on the top of the list, so they called me.
Sounds good. Well,
I need-
I'd make a motion to
Kyle?
approve the purchase.
Josh,
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to purchase a 23 Chevy Tahoe for the sheriff's office. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimous.
Okay, have a
Thanks.
good week. Maybe we'll see you at the fair.
You too.
Yeah.
Take care.
She hasn't called back yet.
no, Todd isn't there, but,
Do you want me to call Stephanie and see if she
wants
wants
to
to
come up without
Why
him,
don't you?
yeah.
Do you have her certificate?
I do, right
Good.
here.
Thank you.
We are ready for you if you want, yep. Perfect, thanks, bye.
You could just
And then-
roll call Doug.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's here. I think,
Well, we'll find out.
okay, cause I think Doug Crouch, if they had anything,
Okay.
Doug Crouch was gonna come up, he said.
I didn't see anything in the folder, so.
Yeah, and he didn't think there would,
Yeah, I didn't.
but I put it on there just.
Hey,
in case.
is Doug
He said he
here, or,
wasn't gonna be here today.
Okay,
Yeah, he's not here.
yep, this is, it. Okay, did he have anything for us, or is Doug Crouch coming up, or? Okay. Perfect, sounds good, thanks, yep, bye. Nick answered, so, they don't have anything for us.
okay.
I didn't think so.
Doug's out at a meeting and.
Morning.
Doug Crouch- Good morning,
How are you guys doing?
You're
good,
doing great.
Oh, good.
Hi,
I was wondering what time this was.
Stephanie,
Yes.
thank you very much for
Thank you,
15
sir.
years of
Melissa.
service, and
Absolutely.
you're way too young.
You want me to take a picture of it? Yeah.
I
Tammy
feel
usually
older.
does anyway.
No.
Okay, I feel older, don't worry.
Yeah, well,
It's
thank
been
you.
good.
Or do you want me
No,
to?
absolutely, thank
There.
you.
You bet.
Roger,
Yours
I'll
I'll
get a picture.
Oh,
Okay.
Where do you want, you want it right there? Here, let me.
how do you want,
Well,
I've never
I'll-
had one
I'll
of these.
step out, well, I'll step out here, so it's not.
Which
you want
way
it
you
straight
going?
It
here?
goes up
Oh,
against
well.
the wall there where we
Oh,
usually
there's
go.
that.
There's-
Morning, Todd.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do this.
Well, just do it that way.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Please, please.
Yeah, I told her she's kinda young to be here that long.
I I told him my hairstylist doesn't agree. She just told me I'm 50%, over 50% gray, so.
I know,
I'm gonna,
no, that's.
I'm gonna bloom this. But thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yep.
Yeah,
She should be well rested and.
I am,
Yeah.
it was very nice.
Well,
Very
now you
nice
can
and
work
all.
her twice as hard,
Ah.
15 years.
Well, I get to come back to trial next week, so.
Yes, well, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
guys. Okay, well, we got that done, and nothing with the engineer, so next two are done.
Discussion with county engineer and zoning administrator, we have nothing.
No.
With our auditor for next year, the auditor pro tem, I don't know what we got next week. It's August already, that's hard to believe.
Secondary road foreman, KRHC monthly report. That's about it.
Yeah,
Tammy did have written in on the calendar discussion decision recording the budget workshops, but I don't know who requested, it's just written on there.
somebody wants a recording of the.
Oh, yeah, that
We
was
discussed that
discussed when we
earlier
were
this
doing the
year.
budget workshop,
Oh,
so
okay.
it was probably wrote on the calendar at that point in time.
Okay,
So,
yeah, cause
okay.
she wrote it in there, it's
Oh, to
not
do
our
the-
standard.
Oh, we did talk about that,
Yep,
but-
recorded the workshop.
yep,
Yeah, so I don't know if she'll put it on there, but that's.
Yeah,
listed.
probably.
But that's
Yeah.
it,
Good.
there ain't, there
There's
isn't a
enough.
whole lot for next week either.
Good. Well, August is always a short month.
Yeah.
Board meetings. It's always good. And then pretty soon it starts getting long again.
Mhm.
yeah. Well, if we hurry, we can get done in 15 minutes.
You got any reports, Josh?
I do, we had our emergency management commission meeting. So we just kinda went over, there was a 29C, bill that was presented to basically reorganize the EMA commission, and it died for lack of support because of the fact that the sheriff was no longer going to be a voting member, as well as the school board. They were trying to get the school board on the EMA commission and they did not want any part of it, so it died for that. Discussed the GPS stuff for the EMA vehicle, but she already has mock in her, in her truck. And she just logs into that each time she's in her truck driving, so they actually see that dispatch, so, there was no support for getting the GPS similar to what we got for the ambulances. Kinda going through our multi-jurisdiction plan. Our next round is on August 9th. Basically just kinda going through digging into our natural disaster response and things like that, you know, discussing all the different parts of it and just kind of going through it with a fine tooth comb to make sure we've got things all planned out good. We discussed the crisis canine response. So this is actually, I think Chris may have talked to you guys about this already at one point. Her dog was taken down for the behavior test, passed with flying colors. So they need to do the certification process and some additional training. She did get a grant for that, so there's no money coming out of EMA for that. So that was kind of a bonus. But the idea behind the crisis canine is if there's any critical incident or anything like that they have to have the, you know, kind of a debriefing kind of thing, they'll have that dog available to kind of help as a comfort, just kind of help people relax, in intense situations or, crisis. Just kind of went through and approved some of our recovery, ESFs and discussed a little bit about the fair emergency plans. There's not a whole lot, going on with that right now. She just kinda updated us, let us know that she's working on it. We'll have something more developed for next year for the fair. We have to do a budget amendment because of adding that crisis canine. She can't accept the grant until she has a budget line for it. So we have to do a budget amendment. Just got emails from her the other day that we may be looking at August 16th for that budget amendment. I think that was. We discussed doing some mailers to residents, just different packets, trifolds of information. They'll include like checklists of things that you should have gathered up for emergencies or know where it is, kind of thing. Discussing, safety plans and things like that within your home. We discussed doing 2 of those a year, one in the spring for severe storms, tornadoes, things like that, and then again in the fall before winter for blizzards and different things. They are actually between 911 and EMA, they're gonna be doing these bags that they're gonna take to the schools that have coloring books and things like that in it. You see the police doing that, the fire doing that. This is gonna be more for like emergencies and things.
That's where the colors came in that were all bought.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen a bill for colors and couldn't figure it out.
Yep. So the books were provided by the state at no cost.
Okay.
The coloring books were, so they purchased up some of the, the colors, I think they're working on getting stickers and things like that too. So.
Okay. I was just curious why they bought that many colors.
Yep, it's for their bags, cause they're gonna try distributing them to all, I think, 2nd and 3rd graders and all the school districts around the county. There was talks about having them at the libraries too, potentially, so if there's anything left over. We discussed the National Weather Service. There was an issue with Sway City getting hit with a storm that there was no alerts on. It was a pretty significant storm that just came up out of nowhere. There was discussion with the National Weather Service that out of Des Moines, their radar system can't hit that area. So that storm came up with no warning. So we discussed trying to get the word to Congress and things like that to kind of work and develop, more resources to be able to get a radar potentially closer to this area because of the dead areas. Because that could.
I thought Sioux Falls and La Crosse were the other 2, aren't they?
I'm not sure, but
La Crosse is supposed to be ours.
Yeah, I would think they'd be covered from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, so you can go on and look at the radars from different weather,
Mm-hmm.
Well, like KCCI, all your other news stations, you can
But
pull their stuff online.
where they get their alerts from is the National Weather Service. So if Carissa doesn't get alerts from the National Weather Service because there's no radar showing
Right.
in that area, they don't get her the alerts, and so she can't put out, notices and things like that. So that was about it for the 911 or the EMA stuff. The 911 meeting, just got an update on the ISIC systems that most radios have been distributed. The ISIC's portable and base radios for fire and EMS have all been installed and tested. Discussed a little bit about the Prepared Live 911 video sharing. They're kind of in the testing for that right now that allows that if someone is in need of help and they text 911, they give them the ability to share video. So the dispatch can kind of record and see what's going on. Kind of helps out with providing evidence and stuff like that too, if there's some, significant incident that has to go to court or anything like that, litigation. They did a 911 street sign audit. They've been kind of working on that. There is 361 signs that are needed around the county. And I think these are like the blue signs that have like the addresses and stuff like that. There's 509 that need attention. Rural address signs, it said 91 needed addressed, that whether they're faded, missing, bent over kind of thing. Update on the GPS system, they said that they are done with the ambulances, about halfway done with the rest of the county vehicles with that GPS system. There was some discussion on pagers, not a whole lot around that. And I think that was about it for the 911 stuff.
Juvenile detention?
Yep, I had a meeting on, Friday, July 28th here. Financials are all looking pretty good. Our budgeted excess and like profit for the year was 400,000 and we ended at 624. So, still beat our target substantially. Net worth, all that's looking good, even with the building, on there that is functional. So far it's helping quite a bit. I don't know if it's in here. Oh yeah, it is, right there. So, the sheet that shows our active juvenile count, 48, and it's just like a 1-day snapshot. 48 are listed on there, cause we had 48 that day. The first 33 are felonies. People charged with felonies. So, that's primarily, well, it's a good example of the reason we had to put the expansion on, for more structure and ways to sort kids. But, otherwise, everything seems to be going pretty good. We're gonna start reviewing the handbook and, go through some things there, because one of the other executive committee members mentioned we hadn't done that since he'd been on board for like 12 years, so.
We did it once, I remember it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not anticipating any major changes or anything there, but we're just kinda working along. And any questions?
Yeah, we reviewed it once when we reviewed his job performance at the same time, way back when,
Okay,
but that's probably been a long time ago.
yeah,
Probably when I was first on the board,
well, that would kinda make sense,
yeah.
so, little stuff like that, but
Yeah, I didn't have any meetings last week, so do I have a motion to adjourn, Josh?
So moved.
second.
Motion and second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned at
24.
Thank you, Melissa.
Sorry, I